Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic and this is another reaction to Death Note. It is episode 31. And as always, if you want to see the reaction itself, just go down into my descriptions, follow the links, replace the parentheses, dot pods with real dots, and enjoy. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. To those that came back, welcome back. Now, let's see. We have a new player. Someone named Mikami. Teru Mikami. And I think we haven't really seen him before. So he is someone who did some interviews, who, as it seems, has a strong sharing of the beliefs of Kira. And as we've seen in the end of the episode, when he was asked by the Shinigami, what does he think of Kira, he answered, God. Holy heck, surely that is someone Kira would like, because having a god complex, he needs people who perceive him as god, so why not? I just realized I have to put a cross in front of Demigava because he crossed the way over to death, so he got killed, as did his main followers, just making sure he's not interrupting anymore. So, I mean, he was used, Demigava, for the needs of Kira. And once he couldn't help anymore... Sorry. It's, as always, I record very early in the morning. Before he... Well, he got a problem because he started to upset Kira. He started to shake the foundation of what Kira wanted to stand for. A just system, a just planet, a just society, and building a huge palace with gold and stuff like that would cause a lot of people to question their beliefs in the reasons of Kira. So he would have become still very influential and powerful, but really like a worshipped, more like a dictator, more like someone who is looking after his own needs in the meaning of wealth and glory and stuff like that. Not that he isn't. We know that Kira has some parts of that, but not that much. He still is living a normal life. So Demigava had to go because he was about to more and more be a problem. So I can see that. However, he used... Light used this moment again for the game that he did in the past, for the little trick, by showing some people are dying clearly in this moment when their name is when they are shown. And while this happens, there are people who are watching himself, Light, and his girl. And it is pretty clear that they are not using any Death Note in this moment, and they couldn't possibly know the names of the persons before. Those four, right? Demigava, yeah, you could... that might be an option, but very unlikely just in this moment. But the four others, not. So, to a viewer, to someone who is checking on those two, it will be those haven't done it. They cannot have been it, so they cannot be Kira, which would be the easy explanation, which they used in the past. But as we know, there are tricks how to do it, and I'm pretty sure Nier will not fall for that. But it might be that Light is able to bring back his team, his 4 men, into the boat to work with him, and by doing so making sure that they believe N is on the wrong path. So we will see if this works out. I'm not sure. However, we have seen a bit background about the Mochis. And the one that is very suspicious about Light did call in. And we have seen that he has a son. I think it was a son. And I question why they showed it. Very often in this show, they showed personal background just before people died. So I think he might be in the line of fire, but it would be a risky thing to take him out. However, Kira can very well threaten him to keep his mouth shut by just saying, "Hey man, I know who your son is. I will not target you. I will target your family." And we know that he crossed this line already, right? He did that already. I mean, it's the next one. I talked about it in another discussion in the past, that the next line he will cross possibly will be the killing of kids, because he already took his family out now, so, and did not really care about it. So I think it will be the next line. Question is, will they do it here or not? For N, he got some more informations. He knows it's light now. He doesn't know about Miss Amane yet, but seeing that it is light and the relationship with her is not really a secret, they are acting out in the open as a couple, he should know that she exists, and maybe has a suspicion there. I'm not sure, we will see. Right now she does not remember. She forfeited again the book. She forfeited all her memories, and I don't know if Light will give it back to her. That's an interesting question. I mean, she has the eyes, so she is valuable, but Mikami is someone who has eyes as well now, and who, at the moment at least, seems to share the beliefs of Kira, and he might be more efficient and good for Kira. So, I don't know, maybe she is out of the fray. Who knows? We will see. There was this moment when the dices fell to the ground. I like that because, for me at least, there was a very clear statement. We have a German saying, the dices have fallen. Die Würfel sind gefallen. And it means, whatever you discussed before, it is set now, right? So if you're thinking about going left or going right, and then someone moves to the left, and you all know you will have to follow now because he started, then you say, okay, the dice have fallen, here we go. So someone who's allowed to make a decision on a debated theme, to say so. And it was in this episode very much. It was a nice moment. I liked it. Before that, however, we had the big money moment. And that is something that was interesting, and I can understand that Ryuk enjoyed that a lot, because he's always about humans are interesting, and money rules the world. We have seen it again. No matter how strong in a belief they are in Kira, as example, the Megawa, no matter how chaotic, fanatic, whatever, just wanting to have fun, the moment a huge amount of money falls from the sky, people stop what they're doing and chase the money. I kind of question whether Mikami would do it. I think he might be someone who will not do it, because he has a very, more than just fanatic belief in Kira, it seems. He is really into it, so it might be he would go through with it, as would Kira. They would possibly not go for the money, unless they think they are being watched. Then they would do it for to hide what they're thinking, because people who don't jump after $1 million are suspicious for society, because we have been trained by society since we were born, living in countries that are working with money and wealth, and you need it for stuff, right? And it is a thing to acquire more, and acquire quite an amount of it to be safe. So it is like commonly accepted that it is okay to go for money. There are some ethical rules you should follow, but let's be honest, it is said money makes corrupt. So there is something to it. And here, the people having done other stuff, meaning smashing the building and attacking, are instantly interrupted and jumping for the money. So that was an interesting moment, a clever moment. It showed that the power that Kira has over people is not complete yet, because they value money more than him. It might be a reason why he let Demagawa go, because he was clearly after the money as well. He did not really care so much for Kira in this moment. And you can question if or if not he just wanted to be influential and rich and used Kira as a reason to do it, as a, like a symbol, right? So the power of money as a god in our world itself was shown in this episode. That was very interesting. Even Ryuk, the Shinigami, who does not care about money, pointed it out a little bit by saying, but I get it because you can buy apples for it. So for him, he sees the value there somehow, right? Very, very interesting. And then they went out using police full cover uniforms. That was done in the past, was clever. Yeah, no question there. Thus everyone was busy with some money. There was no camera on it properly. Otherwise, Misa might have had a chance to see the names of all policemen. Guessing it's a number that, although large, is still countable and could have written down all the names. And that might have been interesting, because by doing so, you could have just sifted through and taken either all names with an N, or just write down all the names. If you have no face, that's the main problem, possibly. Yeah, but you would have had every name with an N, so you would guess one of those is N, because we know that Mellow is an M. So, but yeah, as I said, no camera on it, so no chance for her. It was an interesting episode. I liked it. There were some talking images in it and a lot of interesting concepts. As always, I look forward to the next episode, and I hope to see you there. Until then, feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.